you for your warm welcome.
So I think Ashwini, कुछ और लोग भी I think थोड़ी देर में 5 मिनट में join कर लेंगे.
Sure.
So we will start in few minutes, right? Let the others join, right? You're all like prepped up, ready?
Yes, I am all prepped up. Yes.
Great, that's wonderful. So let's just wait for a while, 5 minutes. है ना? I think more people are joining. उसके बाद है ना? 5 minutes only.
Sure, no problem.
वो यहाँ नहीं आएगा क्या? वो इधर नहीं है?
So Ashwini, can you hear me? Just switch on your video.
Yes, just a minute.
So I think right time to start, I suppose, right? So people are
Okay.
joining, and I welcome Ashwini Narang, who's a makeup artist, and she's a very dear friend also. Actually, not a friend; she's a niece. But then she has been into the makeup for last 5 years, and she's been doing a lot of wedding makeups and celebrity makeups. And I welcome her today to teach us basics about the makeups in this session of the first Sunday of August. And the Women Power. Women Power is a group where women just want to connect together, and it is just a group where we find support for each other, and we are able to learn from each other. So today we're going to learn from Ashwini, and she's going to tell us what is how to choose the right cosmetics as per your skin type. And apart from that, she would also be telling what is the right approach to makeup for especially practical approach to makeup for working women, like most of us, right? We're busy, we hardly have 5 minutes for the makeup, right? So what should we do and to achieve the perfect look for the day and the evening, right? Handing over the stage to you, Ashwini, over now.
Thank you so much for this welcome, and I really appreciate the way you have introduced me. So, as Shweta ma'am has already introduced, that I am into this industry from last 5 years. We basically deal in all kind of makeups, where it is arty makeup, bridal makeup, and other things like that. Also, we are specialized in one-on-one self makeup classes, and we also do vanity consultations for upcoming brides and all. So now, coming directly to the point for what I am here today. So basically anything related to makeup or skincare starts from knowing yourself, starts from knowing your skin type. So how do we identify our skin type? We of course we get to know that we are sweating, or we are feeling dry, we are feeling itchy on our face. So we tend to decide by those parameters, but there is this one specific way where you can get it to know, like professionally, like, okay, fine, this is it. I belong to an oily skin type, I belong to a combination skin type. So when you get up early in the morning, just wash your face with plain water, no face washes or anything used. Just wash your face and see how is your skin reacting in next 2 hours. If your skin feels very dry and itchy throughout, then it is a dry skin. If you have a little oil coming through on your face, still if you have not applied anything, you just wash your face. After 2 hours, you have a little bit of oiliness on your skin, then your skin is a oily skin type. If there is a mix of oiliness and dryness, like maybe your T-zone is a little oily, but the rest of the face is very dry, itchy, then you belong to a combination skin type. And if you feel healthy and there is no itchiness or no oiliness on your face, then you belong to normal skin type, fine. So like I have said that you can do that the same way I have done it. I have washed my face, it's been more than an hour, I haven't applied anything. So whenever we start with a makeup, or in general also on the days we are not applying makeup, CTM stands for cleansing, toning, and moisturizing. This is a 3 basic step process which you should do on everyday basis, so that your skin feels good about itself every day, and in a longer run you have a healthy looking glowy skin. So when I washed my face an hour ago, and coming towards this, when we are like 1 hour is being passed and I still have nothing on my face, so I feel very dry on the areas like my cheeks, my forehead is feeling a lot drier, and even around my mouth I am very dry right now. So this is how I get to know that I belong to a dry combination skin. Why? Because my nose, since you can see I haven't applied anything, and my nose is shining, so my nose is oily and the rest of my part is dry, so I belong to a dry combination type of a skin. Fine. So this is how you can identify your skin type and classify it and use the product accordingly. If I belong to a oily skin type, I will use all the products which are gel based like this. something which is gel based, so that it is easy for my skin to absorb and it will not sweat. If I belong to a dry skin type, I use things which are cream based, like this. So if my skin, like I told you that my skin is dry combination, so I will use something like this on my full face, and I'll leave my nose for this cream because this is a lot heavier for my nose and it will start secreting oil very, very easily and very quickly. Fine. So as I told, there's 3 steps: cleansing, toning, and moisturizing. Cleansing, as the name suggests, cleaning your face, cleaning the surface with the help of a face wash. So after doing the face wash, I will do toning. Toning is basically spritzing some mist on your face. Mist can be a rose water, can be a cucumber water like this one is, or any toners which are available in the market. I stick to cucumber water during summers and I switch to rose water during winters, because then my skin is on a whole very dry, and cucumber is also refreshing during the summer, so I like to stick to this. So how do we tone ourselves? We just use a spray bottle, be at a distance of at least 1 hand, and then just spray 3 to 4 sprays, and your face will instantly feel moisturized with the help of a toner. So now what the toner does, when we wash our face, there are all pores on our skin. Our skin breathe through that and they become open. So to close them up and not to clog them. When we have acne, we clog our pores with either makeup or creams or serums or something like that. So to close them with water, because water will not make it give you acne, so we use something like this, a toning mist. Fine. After that, I will moisturize my face. Since it is a daytime and I am sitting, although I'm sitting at home, I'm not stepping out, but then also I suggest even you all to use sunscreen, because we are so much exposed to our phone radiations that we tend to age because of the radiations which are coming from our phone. So this is so a sunscreen is must during the summers especially, and in winters also. And I've just taken a little bit. If you are from an oily skin type, you will use a gel based sunscreen. I'll just dot it all over my face and I'll then massage it in. Sunscreen has a little white cast because of the presence of zinc in it. So if your sunscreen is a white cast, don't get a little scared of. It is normal with the sunscreen. I'll take a little more, just a pea size amount, and I'll apply it on the centers. So instead of a moisturizer, I have applied a sunscreen. Sunscreen is usually a little heavier in texture. So to top it off and to make my skin moisturized throughout the day, I'll use a little bit of a gel-based moisturizer, which you will use if you are from an oily skin type. And if you are very dry, even more drier when you apply a sunscreen and you still feel dry, then you can of course go with a cream-based moisturizer. I'm going with a gel-based because otherwise my skin starts to sweat. So skincare and makeup is very subjective. If you will learn something, you cannot apply it like that. You have to listen to what your skin is taking and what it is not taking. So you all use Instagram nowadays, and there are a lot of influencers who market some products, but not all products are meant for you. So whenever you are investing in any makeup or skincare, listen to what your skin needs and do accordingly, like purchase accordingly. Always be a wise buyer and not somebody who get fooled with all the commercials and the influencer talks which are coming in. Fine. So this is about the face. Now, CTM, as I told you, should be done twice a day. One, when you get up and you are leaving for work. This is the amount of work which you have to do before applying any kind of makeup. Otherwise, makeup starts to get dry on your face. You feel itchy after applying makeup. This is the reason why you feel very uncomfortable when you wear makeup. If you do CTM properly, you will never feel uncomfortable after applying makeup. So this is what we have to do before applying makeup during the daytime. And in the night, before going to your bed, always make a point that you are removing your makeup with the help of any of the makeup removers which are available in the market. So this is an oil based one. Any waterproof mascara, kajal which you have applied will come off with this one. The other ones are not are not oil based, so they cannot break the waterproof makeup. So during the night time, take off your makeup with this makeup remover and then do the same steps: cleansing, toning, and moisturizing. This will help your skin to be healthier for a longer duration of time. Now we will just apply a lip balm and come directly to makeup. What all you can choose in the market and according to your skin type. So as we all working women, we generally have not more than 10 minutes to do our makeup in the morning, but still we have to do something to look a little more presentable in our meetings and in regular days in the office. So makeup for me is something which will accentuate your own features and you are not looking very loaded. So for that matter, I will suggest you to choose something. Okay. No, we have a question that can't we remove the makeup with just the use of a face wash. Makeup is something which you are applying on your skin, and not every bit of makeup comes out with a face wash. If you will use only the face wash, in the longer run, your pores will start getting clogged with the makeup, and it will result in acne or small red bumps around the areas where the pores are visible, like around the nose, on the nose itself. Some people have the deposit of makeup here because the peripherals of our face are the one thing which are left at the first. Fine. So this is why I'll suggest you to have a makeup remover instead of removing it directly with a face wash. I hope I was able to answer your question. Now, coming on to the steps of makeup which you can do before leaving for an office or doing a meeting. So basically, makeup what I will target is that I have a little bit of dark circles and darkness around my mouth. Otherwise, my skin is one tone and I do not need much. So this will be very subjective according to your skin, your condition of the skin. So what I will do, I will use a concealer. What is a concealer and how is it? Sorry, I got a call in between. So basically, what is a concealer? Concealer is something which will camouflage your these patches, dark patches on your skin, and will give you a even toned skin. So make it a even tone. What I require a concealer. Concealer is a little thicker from a foundation. This is a foundation. I do not apply foundation on a daily basis. I apply a concealer on a daily basis. So what a concealer does is, I'll show you what I'm talking about. This is a concealer. This is a little thick in texture, thick from your foundation. It is a little thick in texture, and this is exactly my skin tone. My hand is lighter than my face, so it is looking a little darker, but when I'll apply it on my dark circles, it will get hide or it will get camouflage. So this is the basic work of a concealer. I'll take a little bit on my ring finger and I'll apply it on my under eye dark circles. I have seen the question. I'll answer just a second. What is a BB cream? And it's like a concealer. No, BB cream is not a concealer. So the name suggests a cream. Cream is it is a tinted, basically it is a tinted moisturizer. If I will take my moisturizer and mix a little bit of foundation into it, so once you will feel this texture, it will be similar to a BB cream. So this is how a BB cream is made. They mix a moisturizer into a little bit of foundation, and this is how a BB cream is made. Since I have mixed a foundation, it will give me a good coverage. See. it gave me a good coverage. But if I will use a BB cream, 1 second, I have kept it. So this is a BB cream. I'll shake it well because it's almost over. So here it is. And when I'll apply it, can you see how sheer it is? So this will not give me coverage, and all of it will get absorbed when we are wearing a mask. So I do not recommend a BB cream. Rather, I suggest you to do it this way. Just mix a little bit of foundation in your cream. That will give you more coverage, and it will be more budget friendly also. Yes, so I was on concealers. Concealers are different from BB cream and foundations. Concealer are thicker, they give you more coverage. That is why I have directly used it on my under eye. And when I will blend it, so I'm using a beauty blender. There are a lot of beauty blenders which come in the market, different sizes, different shapes. So what is the use of a beauty blender? This is a microfiber sponge. This absorbs water and makes your makeup easily blended when we apply it with the sponge. So I'll look up and I'll start blending. Why am I looking up when I'm blending my concealer? What I'm doing, I have applied a little bit under my eyes and I'm dabbing it so that it gets into my skin. Can you just see that the darkness which was there is now a little bit hidden, and the skin above my eye is still pigmented and my under eyes are not pigmented anymore. So this is what a concealer does. It gives you good coverage. It hides the imperfections. And this is more user friendly than a foundation, because see, the applicator of the makeup is such that it is so user friendly. Fine. Whereas a foundation is like such a big pump. When I pump it out, it will spread all of. And so that is why a concealer is very easy to use. So I'll again blend it. I know I have a little imperfection around my mouth, and generally we all Indians have a little imperfection around our mouth because of the pigmentation. So I just dab. When I get to know that, okay, fine, now my face is looking even, leaving my under eye, upper eye part. So whatever is remaining on my hand, I'll take it on my sponge and I'll start dabbing it on my upper lid. Doing the same on the other lid. So can you just see how small the amount of product I took and on how many areas I have covered? So that is why concealer is better than a foundation or a BB cream, because a little goes a long way. Okay. So once I can see that, yes, now my skin is looking one tone and it is looking healthier, I can go away with this coverage. What I will do is I will powder it down. Any cream, whether it is a foundation or a BB cream or a concealer, they all are creme based products. They all are liquids. So liquids do not go a long way on their own till the time you seal it. So see, how do you seal it? You seal it with the powder. Powder can be any. You must have seen such compacts coming in. Yes, Dr. Shweta, we do require prep and prime for aging skin. It is more crucial for aging skin, because see, when your skin is in its 20s, it is in the best shape. But as soon as it starts aging, it feels like it starts getting more dry. It starts getting lines. So to take care of those facts, you need prep and prime. So what is prep and prime? Prepping is what I have done already, which is with the CTM. Some people tend to use primers. I generally don't use primers because I feel that my skin does not require a primer, but maybe some people require a primer, like somebody who sweats a lot and on their face, they can use something like this, which is an oil control primer. So how are primers different from other kind of makeup is very simple to understand. Whenever we are doing a wall paint, whenever our walls are getting painted, they use a primer. That is, they are making the wall ready for the paint to come. The same way is a primer if your skin requires it. Very simple. Always listen to what your skin requires and not somebody what they are selling it to you. Just stick to what your skin requires, and then you will be a very wise person who is investing in the makeup or skincare. Fine. So I hope I was able to answer the question, Dr. Shweta. If it is still not clear, you can ask again. I'll answer again. So now when I have a cream based concealer applied, how I will seal that in with a compact powder. So this is a very old school concept. Compacts, they have been in the market from past 20-25 years and even older. So you can buy any brands does not matter when it comes to self makeup. So something which is easy on your pocket, something which is easy, which looks good on the face is okay. So I am using a MAC compact. You can use any. Fit Me has great compact collections from Maybelline. L'Oreal has good compact collection, so you can buy any. So I will be using the same sponge. I will take a little bit of the powder on my sponge. Can you see it was black and now it has product? I'll take off the excess on the back of my hand. Why I am taking excess off? Because otherwise it will create a patch. Patches, like, you can see a patch. How? If I'll just apply it here, the powder will remain separate and the cream will remain separate if it will create a patch. And I'll start packing it in so that it will not transfer anywhere. We are doing this to make it transfer proof. Just on the areas where I've applied. So this product can be used in two ways. You can use any brush to powder your face, or you can use a sponge. So when you are using a sponge, it will work as a foundation for you because it is wet. And if you use a brush, it will just use like a powder, like a loose powder. Fine. So what I have done, I have taken the compact, I have put it on the sponge, and I have started mattifying my face. So if my face will produce any oils, this compact will help it in sealing it in and not coming over on the surface. Fine. This is how compacts work. You can use any brand and they are very user friendly. They also come in the sponge along with them. So you do not have to invest in something like a beauty blender. Just wet it, like just put it under the running water, squeeze excess water, pat it dry in a towel, and then you can use it. Fine. So this is how compact works, and this is barely what I do on a daily basis if I'm going out for some work or something. So after that, you almost can see that I have a very light eyebrows. So if I do not generally fill them in, they are not visible on after applying any base or something. So you can use any eyebrow product. There is a lot eyebrow pencils which come in and a lot of other products which come in, but I like to use a powder because they are very natural looking. So I'll just comb in. I'll use this part of my brush. I'm just coating it in one color because I want a very natural looking eyebrows. I don't want them to look made up. And that's it. Can you see there is a difference? I'll do that again for my other eyebrow. And done. This may look like this will take a lot of time, but once you are into practice, it will not take more than 5 to 7 minutes. This is what I do on a daily basis when I go for a meeting or something. More likely that one more step which I'll include is a basic kajal, and that's it. apply a nude lipstick and I'm ready for any day event. So now if you want to do something more than this for a night event, then what you can do? We all get such pencils in the market, which has this smudger end on one side and colored pencil on the other side. This is a brown colored, purplish color pencil, fine? So if you are stepping out for a, more like a evening event out, so what you can do is, you can take any kajal, you can do it with a black also, but I generally tend to, sit back with browns. So what you have to do, you have to make a very, very thin line on your upper lash line. This can be any amount of messier you can think of, and this should not be perfect. So we'll perfect with it with using this smudger. So what I'll do, I'll start doing this back and forth on my upper lid. And I'm done. Can you just see how feathered and how natural this thing look? You can of course go with the regular liner or kajal, the way you can do, but I like to do it like this. Again, I'll set this gel product with the powder. I'm just taking my compact and I'll go in again. What I've done, I've just set it, and this look more I'll say the more messier, the more beautiful it look, because smoky eyes are so much in trend nowadays, and smoky eyes are a trend which will never go off. So same thing, I'll do it on the other eye. I'll take the smudger again and I'll smudge it. When I'm happy with the amount of smudging, I'll just dip it again in the compact and I'll set it in. I'll close it and I'll keep it. Right now it has been fallen down. Fine. So now one more step which I like to do when I'm going out with my friends or going to attend a party is that I like to take a blusher and I'll just add a little bit of color on my cheek. What if you do not want to invest in a blusher? You can always use a lipstick as a blusher. At this side, I'll use my lipstick as a blusher. I've taken a little. I'll take excess over the back of my hand and I'll smile and apply it. I'll take a little more. Now, when I just apply directly, can you see the amount? It's too much on the cheeks. So I'll take it off with my beauty sponge. So the lipsticks, they give a very natural radiant to your cheeks, whereas blush-ons are a little harsh and they look too much, according to me. So I really like to use my lipsticks as my blusher, and I will suggest you also to try it, and they give a very natural sheen. So I'll tone it down again with my sponge. You can invest in any of the makeup setting sprays. They increase the longevity of your makeup, and you do not have to retouch your makeup again and again. This is by MAC. You can use any. There are a lot of availability in the market. So you just set your makeup and you are done. For me, this is a very doable kind of a look. If you want to add a little bit of more glam, you can use eyeshadows. But I generally try to skip them during my daily routines, because there is not much of time on a daily basis. What I would like to share is one more tip, since we all are wearing masks nowadays. So what do you have to do is, this is a cream lipstick. If I will kiss, it will come off. Can you see? If you're using a liquid lipstick, it will not come off. But if you're using a cream lipstick, it will come off. So we will blot the excess, and we try to keep it in absorbed as much as we can. So this is a tissue paper, a normal tissue paper, which is all which we can get in our households. So I'll just put it on my mouth like this. First, I'm taking some loose powder. You can take the white talcum powder, which is easily available in your home, and use any brush, any big brush like this, a blusher brush or something like that. You can put it on your lips like this. And dab a lot of powder through the paper. So when I'll try to take it off, it is not there anymore. So this will help you wear mask even under wear the lipstick under a mask, and you'll still have it when you'll reach your office or any friends gathering out. Otherwise, our lipsticks tends to stick to mask and they remove away very easily there. So yeah, that's all from my side. I would welcome any questions which are still there, which I haven't answered.
So thank you, Ashwini. I think that was a very informative session, and I also learned a lot of things from you, right? So many a times we don't know, because every time I was wearing a mask and my lipstick was coming off, and
Yeah.
really it was always a mess. And we prep and prime and all go to confuse, because like I am in my 40s, and so I have a skin which is now sagging. Not exactly too much of a sagging is there, but then definitely the texture is different. So
Yeah.
now I think Divya is asking for tips. I don't know. So she wants some more tips. Do you think the quality of the products, they do matter? So do we need to invest in the, many times we're confused. And
Yeah. So basically, I'll suggest that makeup is a wide range. It's like a unending kind of a sea where you will find a product which even starts with 100 rupees to something which ends at a 10,000 rupees. So I suggest you to go in a decent brands. Like there is a lot of brands available in market like Maybelline, L'Oreal, Lakme. They are decent brands. So because they are being tested in labs, so of course they are good for your skin. But I will suggest you not to go for something which is very, very much cheaper and very much drugstore, because they are not well tested in labs and they can affect your skin quality in a longer run.
Right. So there is another question. In some Nabadita is asking, can we hide blackheads over nose with the help of makeup, or for longer run we have to remove it?
You have to remove it. Something which is there in your skin like blackheads, freckles, hair, like we have pubic hair so much, so they cannot be hidden with makeup because it is part of your skin. So till the time you're not removing it, you will not be able to hide it. Like we all have moles also on our skin, so we can also not hide that also with the help of makeup. Makeup can take care of discoloration but nothing else. Like when we age, we start having fine lines. So some people expect that we can remove fine lines with makeup. No, it cannot be taken care with makeup. Yes, Botox and everything can help you with that, but makeup cannot.
Right. Divya is asking, can you help us with the names of few of the products that we can invest in as per the skin type? I mean,
okay.
Most of the brands are very expensive actually.
Okay. So when once you go to the medical store, you always find Cetaphil. This is a doctor's brand and you will get it at good medical stores. This is the safest to invest when it comes to skincare. Because I am a makeup artist and I have to take care of all the skin types, so I try to stick to Cetaphil so that my products are not reacting on somebody's face. This is my approach. You can there is this brand coming in which is called as TNW, the natural wash. I'll put it in the chat box. You all can go and check out the brand. It's widely available on its website, Nykaa, and many other stores. So you can buy their products also. That is also very nice. I am using this toning mist from them. My face wash is from them. But for creams, I will not recommend, because cream is something which will go and you will have it for a longer period of time. So I will not suggest you in going something which is not recommended by a skincare or a dermatologist. So yeah, that is my take on skincare. I always, even for myself also, I try to ask a dermatologist, because your skin is something which will be with you for the most longest amount of time, and you cannot afford in spoiling that.
Right. I think Divya is also using Cetaphil. So we all, are together on this one. Right. And anything else that anybody else would like to ask?
Okay, so during this monsoon weather, I'll give you a quick tip. If after applying your makeup, or generally also, you sweat a lot on your face, then I suggest you that you can use icing as a technique for your base or makeup to stay on for long. Because nowadays also, when I'm doing brides, I am using this technique, and this is helping them in making the makeup more their longevity is increasing for the makeup. You can also do it at your home when you are applying your makeup. So how do we do icing? We never apply the ice directly on the face. We always use it with a tissue paper. This is a normal tissue paper. There is this cloth tissue which comes, which you must have seen in beauty parlors being used. So just put 2-3 cubes of ice and ice your face. It will increase the longevity of your makeup. It will make sure that your pores are not visible after you are doing makeup. And moreover, icing will help you in a longer run to keep your skin healthy.
Icing would be more like toning?
Yeah, it is more like toning. It is better than toning, I'll say.
Right. And again, I think Divya wants to know the brands. So do we have to use MAC or Bobbi Brown always? Or do we, it's L'Oreal okay?
See, again, it is very subjective. Whatever suits your pocket, you should invest in them. High-end brands are more skin friendly, I will say that, but the drugstore brands are not very poor. They take care of a lot of things, and only then they are sustaining in the market. They are budget friendly also, and they are skin friendly also. But yes, the more good the brand is, the more skin they take care of your skincare in them. That, like, I have this concealer which is from Too Faced. This has been recently launched in India, but this was widely available in foreign. This is a concealer, and it has a hyaluronic acid in this, so it will take care of the moisture level on your skin. But whereas my Fit Me concealer, it does not have a skincare product, but it does the makeup well. So this is majorly a difference between a high-end makeup and a drugstore makeup.
Right. Again, one last thing that was on my mind is like, how do you clean your brushes, and how do you keep them infection free, and your sponges?
Yes. So basically, for brushes like this, what I do is I take a little bit of baby shampoo in a small bowl. I dip my brush, just this much part. If I dip this, the gum in the brush will start loosening. So I will not dip this part. I just dip this part in the bowl, which has baby shampoo, a little bit of water, a concoction. Then I'll take it on my hand and I'll remove all the particles from this, and will wash it under running water. This is how you clean your brushes. And you there are a lot of disinfectants which are coming in market, which is just for your brushes. So you can use them also just to disinfect and clean.
Right. There's another question from Mridula. She wants to know how to remove eye makeup around eyes, either powder or cream based makeup.
So for that is what I told in the beginning, that you should all invest in a good makeup remover, because this is a oil based makeup remover. This will easily remove any waterproof makeup also. And why to use a makeup remover is that if your skin has any left out from kajal or mascara or any powder, it will give you irritation, one thing in the eyes. The other thing is your skin will also start accumulating that makeup and it will start reacting, maybe in a form of a bump or maybe in a form of a longer duration of any, some skin issues. So that is why it is very, very essential to use a makeup remover in the night whenever you are applying makeup, even the slightest bit of it, to remove your kajal also on a daily basis.
Right. Ashwini, Nabinita wants to know how can we tone our underarms? They are darker than our arms. So how can we, when we are wearing a sleeveless outfit? So, I mean,
Okay. I will suggest you not to apply any kind of makeup on that and ask a dermatologist, because underarm darkness or there is darkness around your neck area, that is all related to melasma and all. So you need to talk to a dermatologist. They will help you better with this. I also have the same issues, and I suggest I will also be referring to a dermatologist for the same. And there is a difference between a makeup artist and a skincare specialist. I can tell you how to take care of your imperfections, but they will help you in taking care of it from internal. And referring to a dermatologist is always better for all such issues.
Nabinita, toning your underarms would be more like exercising your, upper part of the body, and that would help you tone the muscles around your arms, and that would actually help you in decreasing the darkness around in the underarm region. Number one. Number two, again, Nabinita is a nutritionist, and she already knows that darkening of the neck and underarms many times can be because of insulin resistance. So you have to check your insulin levels, right? And correct, make sure your the glycemic index of your diet is on the lower side. I think that is there, and it was a beautiful session. Ashwini, it was.
Thank you so much, Shweta ma'am, for this opportunity. I really enjoyed today's session.
I'm really looking forward to more of sessions from you. We'll be learning a lot of things from you, and there would be like a party season within like next 2-3 months, October, November, and we'll invite you again during that time, right?
Sure.
Be ready for the parties. And
sure.
Everyone is like through with their questions. We would take leave. It's Sunday. Everybody wants to enjoy. And be ready and enjoy your day. Thank you so much, Ashwini. Thank you.
You're most welcome, and thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you for to all of you once again for joining. Have a wonderful Sunday, and it's a Friendship's Day. So we are here, all of us, right? So a very happy Friendship's Day to all of us, right? Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Take care.